How's it going?
Good, bud. Congratulations on your win, Ronnie. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great, so happy to get the win, be able to secure this victory after these 3 rounds, was pretty intense because after the first round I have to observe a few good strikes that he landed. I really felt, and I'm happy that I could evolve in this aspect, to be calm, to breathe, and be able to come back better for the following rounds.
How did you feel about your performance?
Of course, I could have done better. I don't intend to get here and get any kind of punishment. I expect to win clean, securing the submitting. But that's the perfect world, And we know that the other side there is a tough opponent who trained hard to get us as well. Hokan is a tough guy. He was coming off 3 wins in a row, very experienced, got many hours in this octagon, I believe. So I knew that this fight could be very tough the way it was,
Do you feel relieved that this opponent is past you now, that now you don't have to worry about fighting him anymore because of the last cancellation, but now it's over?
Yeah, definitely, because, it's been 7 months. The fight got canceled before the day of the fight. So that just generated more expectation to face him, And so, for such a long time, training for him, finding people to simulate him, taller people, with a high length, and with the same abilities that he has, and watching him and expecting how he was gonna do, and now it's finally over. Happy for that too.
Were you ever rocked in the fight with his power?
Yeah, definitely. I did before, and I faced some very tough guys. I remember that when I faced Chad Mendes, 10 years ago, over 10 years, he rocked me a little bit. I was able to keep myself calm, and then was able to land a few punches afterwards. The last time I lost here against Rick Simon, he rocked me, and I couldn't get back. I had something in my eye that, I could finish all the rounds, but I wasn't seeing. I was kind of blind for the rest of the fight. I didn't know what was going on the rest of the fight. But tonight I feel rocked, and that was the thing that I'm happy for it. That I feel a result of effort that I'm trying to evolve is to be calm, to breathe and come back, And every time we inhale and exhale deeply, is a new thing, is a new moment. So I was able to recover well from that. My coaches, I was listening to everything they were saying. I kept myself present on what I was doing, but I knew that I couldn't make any mistake during that fight anymore. So I had to be strategic and do whatever I needed to do to secure the win.
And what do you want your 2022 to look like? When do you want to return, and do you have anybody that you would like to fight?
Yeah, man, there are plenty of time in 2021. I want the best 2022 ever, of course. I want to be the best year of my career. But I feel there's plenty of time in 2021. I want to go back. I have a little injury in my eye that I feel like almost nothing compared for what I've been through here. Like a 3-round battle with a kind of a knockdown. I know, like just a few stitches in the eye is it's lucrative for me. So yeah, talking about names, I see Marlon Vera is a good name. We're supposed to fight at once. I was having some personal things that I couldn't take the fight at the time, but I see that's a lot of hype on him. I would love to fight him. And of course, O'Malley, man. Everybody wants to fight, but I think that would be a very good fight. Interesting for the UFC too, because I see that UFC make him fight with some people that they believe he's gonna beat. And I think at this point, I'm 37, a veteran. Maybe they would believe that he would beat me. But so I think it's a reasonable fight. I think me and O'Malley is someone that I would love to test myself against him.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi. With all that time that you spent preparing for your opponent, did the fight go the way you kind of had predicted it would go?
Yeah, of course I imagine many different scenarios, you know. At some point I probably imagined a round like this, a first round like this, where he was taking advantage and then myself recovering, you know. I was pretty ready mentally for this one. I was ready in all aspects, because, like you said, it was such a long time. So I visualized, I mentalized, I trained hard, put a lot of effort for such a long time, you know. But even that was different, because he rocked me like with punches at the beginning, which I was able to recover. So I feel that all the training partners that I had, man, I had some wild training partners in American Top Team, like Denis Sabatello, Adriano Moraes, such the Kyoji Horiguchi, who trains with me a lot. All these guys, André Socamet, all these guys, they made me work hard for this. So, you know, having hard sparrings with these guys, I won't say hard, but very intense, made the fight, of course, not look easy, but made me be familiar where I was. I was very, very familiar with everything. I was listening to every single word that my coach was saying, you know. Even when I was rocked, I guess this kind of things happens when you prepared. When you really prepared, some magical things happen, you know, like that.
Thank you.
Going into the third round, did you feel that you really needed to win that third round? Did you feel that it was even at that point? And what sort of stuff were your coaches and your corners saying to you going into that third round?
Yeah, my coaches told me to be aware with his jab. That's what he was looking for. And I noticed that I needed to pay attention to that. And I said, third round, I can't make any mistake anymore. I gotta push this fight forward. I cannot make him feel comfortable with distance. I changed my strategy from the first round, because the first round my strategy was kind of measure the distance a little bit, throw some kicks, you know. And the third round I said no more kicks. I'm gonna close the distance, land punches, and whenever I feel the right moment, I'm gonna shoot perfectly and take him down. And then I felt on bottom, you know, but I was pretty sharp. At that point, I felt that I was in a better condition than him, so I was able to get him in a guillotine and sweep. And on that moment, I said, okay, now I'm on top. Now there's no way I'm getting out of here. I'm on top. I thought about risking a submission there that I like, but I said, no, I'm going to secure the win. Do the ground and pound is something that I've been training for a long time too. Ground and pound, be calm, and not expose myself, because, you know, win at the end of the day is the most important thing for us as a competitors.
Do you feel like that? Do you chalk that up to your experience, that voice inside your head that said, no, you're in a position of authority, you're on top, don't go for this mission, don't risk anything right now. If you stay like this, you can get that win. Do you chalk that up to the experience of doing that before and maybe making a mistake before?
Definitely. You know, I couldn't risk anything there, you know. And in the third round, he was giving me some opportunities, that I could progress to achieve the submission. But I said, you know what, I feel good here, being on top and beating him up, and I feel that he's not gonna get out of here. The referee was also not saying that the fight should have any more action, so I don't mind being here for the rest of the round, beating him up. Yes, so there was definitely experience. Another thing that experience brought me tonight was calm, breathe between the moments, breathe between the rounds, you know, and every time I breathe is a new moment, because after I got rocked in the first round, you know, if I allow myself, if I allow my thoughts control my body, you know, because I thought I'm fucked for a moment, and then I breathe, calm down, relax, and then got back the second round, and things started to turn to favor me. In third round, the same thing, you know. One thing that happened that going to the third round is that I kind of had a moment with him that we look at each other, and that moment I just feel in better condition than him. You know, I was feeling better. I was feeling better prepared than him. I felt more confident. You know, the way we look at each other, we exchange our gaze, made me a lot more confident. So I knew that was about being precise on that third round.
So did you see something in his eyes that you could tell that he was breaking down, or that maybe he wasn't quite as with it as you were?
During the second round, I spent the whole round like on his back, you know, with a body triangle. And I know that that takes a lot of energy for who is in that position, who got caught in that position, so him. And he spent so much effort trying to get out of there. When we stood up, you know, I kind of noticed that he was different. I think it was a matter for me to be calm and be precise on the third round. I knew that I could do my best, that I didn't have win the fight at that point, but the second round made me very confident coming to the third round, because, you know, I felt that I was increasing my performance after being rocked in the first round and then dominating a second round. I noticed the way he was breathing very deeply, you know, because the body triangle was tight on him and he was unable to escape. That increased my confidence.
And last thing for me, you mentioned evolving. You mentioned that you've been evolving. When you look at your career, it's quite a long career, lots of fights. Is that the key to the longevity of your career, is the fact that you're always constantly trying to evolve yourself, trying to come in and do something better? Like now you're talking about the calmness, the mental. It sounds like that's been a big, huge focus for you recently, is the mental side of things. So would you say that your game has evolved, that that's how you stay fighting so well at such a high level for so long?
Definitely, man. Yeah. I would say that is the will to evolve, with the will to learn, and also that I keep some healthy lifestyles. You know, like before USADA, when the steroids was an epidemic in the sport, I never took anything that could affect my health. You know, I always kept healthy lifestyle, nutrition, and good habits, and that combined with the motivation to learn and to get better is what's keeping me here, definitely.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you very much.